So welcome back. We are doing more Hooked on You. And we just got done with a date with Huntress, which was adorable. I absolutely loved it. But now we are on to getting confronted by the two... Anyways, it's true, exactly like that voice that we cannot hear and certainly aren't referencing says, "We were forced to interrupt your lovely date by another killer. They are here and ready to make you an offer of love you won't be able to deny." Oh, Jesus Christ. No. Trapper emerges from the water. Is he in slow motion? He's pure thirst. He's Paul Newman on horseback. He's Denzel on the cover of GQ. Manliness brought to life. I don't like. Also, was he holding his breath under there the whole time waiting for his cue? That commitment, too, a bit, if I've ever seen. Oh my god. Heard you've spent the day in a quaint cottage. That's cute. How about the quaint mansion? Or better yet, how about one on each continent? Yeah, I'm including Antarctica. I'm really, really rich. Why'd they make him so, like... Never mind. Think of how cozy we can get there in a snowy 10-bedroom chalet. One of those pools that is half indoor, half outdoor, but nice and warm throughout. The way you can kill a mama polar bear from the outside while watching her cubs cry over her body from the inside. Jesus Christ. Wow, Trapper is a real deal. And by real, I do mean really, and by deal, I mean evil. Plus, you really want to hunt for your food the rest of your life? With me, you can get both ways. Savagery and someone to clean up after you. Sounds nice, huh? Thanks, but no thanks. Thanks, but no thanks. I'm into the quieter lifestyle. I relish my independence and don't need someone to wipe my butt for me. Oh my god. She's happy! You run back into the huge arms of the Huntress. She hugs you tight. So tight you think you feel the life leave your body for just a moment. But it hurts so good. You know what? I'm impressed that you stood up to me. I appreciate someone giving me their totally honest opinion. Even if that option makes me want to carve out your liver. And the butt wiping comment? That's not what I meant by clean up after you. But I'm hiring someone to do that for me the moment I get home. Ah, fun. Trapper leaves and you turn to the Huntress, walking in slow motion back into the water. It's pretty weird. He's just gonna stay in there all night. Shall we continue our date? Huntress leads you back to her cabin. You thought you'd remember the way. But it's like the forest has completely changed. Nothing is familiar. Better not get lost out there. Can you believe that guy? Classic Trapper. Pulling a move like that. I'm so glad you chose me, though. I don't think we've explored all there is between us yet. She winks a bunny-masked eye and scoops you up onto her back. Huntress runs through the woods with you, piggyback riding her. The wind ruffles your hair. Animals clear a path for the mighty woods woman as she races by like the lead from that famous teen vampire drama in that one scene where he calls her Spider Monkey. Huntress doesn't call you that. Damn, she should have called me Spider Monkey. Eventually, she gently lowers you to the ground and take in the surroundings, a wooded clearing in the forest. Huntress prances around like a deer in the meadow. I like to come here, sometimes to clear my head, and hack up a few cute woodland creatures. Foxes are my favorite to slaughter. They think they're so cute and sly, but I see right through them. They're just assholes, great with hot sauce. Oh! Huntress hears rustling and darts off to find its source, crouching down low like an animal. Now you're alone in the middle of the forest. Which way did you come from again? No idea. Your sense of direction is all off. A melfish voice floats through the air, landing upon your ears like a syrupy honey. Come find me! Ready? Oh, we're trying to find her. Damn it. I'm awful with this. Haha! Perfect. Boop. Ooh, I got it on the line. Damn it. You miss completely. Tag! You bop the huntress on the shoulder when you find her. She high-fives you. You trying to date this young lady? Or just bro down all day? You're so good at hiding. I'm having a real blast. Thanks. They say it takes 10,000 hours of practice to get good at something. Hey, they do say that. That was fun, huh? I keep trying to just relax and have a good time, but that's really hard for me. Anytime I let my guard down, something terrible happens. Like what? What about if you let your pants up? Totally. I'm gonna say like what? Like what? Sometimes I find young girls in the woods, little perfect angels that need my protection, but if I turn my back for a moment, they wind up dying. That got dark, but I feel like the hunters wouldn't admit this to anyone. Oh look, Claudette and Dwight are back. Aw, damn it. Okay, we swear we are here for a good reason this time. Yeah, no one is manipulating us this time. It's just time for dinner. Come get some grub. What a fun day you've been having. I can see it written all over your face. You're shining. And that's not just the remaining anxious sweat from spending the afternoon courting a psycho killer. No, you are really feeling this whole romantic experience. Don't worry, I'll keep your dirty little secrets. But enough gentle ribbing. It's time to get back to business. All the appetizing singles have arrived for dinner, including Trickster. Wraith is here too. We're not going to do the gag where we all cram them all on the screen at the same time again. So just believe me, they're all here. And they're all as sexy and demented as you remember them. With your love on the line, everyone is being very careful not to offend you by saying the wrong thing. Congrats, by the way. I'm getting this far. I'm as surprised as you are that these 4 are falling for you. No, not because of your personality, but because you just met them yesterday. However, since Wraith seems like the biggest long shot to end up holding onto your heart, he throws a caution to the wind and speaks up. It's pretty small, and I don't know how to pronounce it, prize for being the least loved killer on Murderer's Island. But hey, letting them have this one moment in the spotlight is the least that we can do, and heaven knows they won't do any better than that. I'm sick of watching everyone else gorge themselves while I'm preoccupied with, trying to get to the bottom of this never-ending nightmare. So tonight, none of that. I'm really hungry, anyway. So I say, we just do a simple salad, or something. The green kind, not the mayo kind. Mayo's gross. I agree with you for once. I'm fine with just lettuce. Not iceberg, though. It has no nutritional value. Letting Wraith choose was a mistake. That's on all of us. Dinner will be served shortly, but certain power brokers would like to know about your day. Would you like to share your day with the rest of the group? You've had an interesting day, that's for sure, but how will you describe it to the others? Say too much or too little and it could affect your standing with the group. Okay, but don't just sit there and say nothing. Nothing is not an option. Tell your brush with death, joke about having kids. Tell about a brush with death. Today was nuts. We went to Huntress's secret cabin, and killer crabs attacked us. It's true. I'd fall asleep tonight to the delicious sound of crunching crustaceans. That wouldn't have never happened on my yacht. I grind them up. Much more satisfying way to kill crabs. At least those kinds of crabs. I have a little comb for the other kind. Dwight and Claudette bring out dinner. Everyone eats in silence. No one trusts anyone now. And they are all very tired. Oh wait, no, sorry. That's a dreary supernatural horror thriller set in Antarctica, not a charming parody dating sim set in an undisclosed tropical paradise. Bon appetit. Don't you mean bon? No, almost everything we serve has a lot of bones in it, even the vegetables. Impossible to avoid on this island. Everyone eats without speaking. Tensions are rising, both of sexual and deadly variant. When everyone finishes, Dwight and Claudette come back to clean up the table. They linger around you as they pick up your plate, take your napkin, and dust the crumbs off the table. What would you like to say to thank them? I'm gonna thank them. I know I've been an asshole to them, but they do a lot. Your top-notch service is much appreciated. In fact, here, for us, just for doing our jobs, thank you kindly. Everyone, if you would would please be so kind as to follow us to the fire pit. We'd greatly appreciate it. We've been told something big is going to happen, something that will change everything. You can willingly or you can unwillingly. You have no choice, tough cookies. Did you have a choice on how you say that, dweeb? Yes, and I immediately regret how I did it. Good. Something needs to change around here. Fire is rebirth. Fire illuminates the soul. I hope the fire isn't too smoky. Smoke hurts my eyes. I have pretty sensitive eyes. I'm also horribly afraid of it. The fire. I mean, not my eyes, because of the childhood trauma involving fires. Are you Frankenstein? And finally, everyone starts moving the fire toward the fire pit, if only to get away from Race complaining. You take a seat on a comfortable log, feeling the fire's heat against your skin, and wait for the other killers to take their places, wondering who will want to tell their story this time. Will narrator tell a story? I bet they've got a stunningly creative mind. Hey, you think, are they allowed to simply place thoughts in my mind like this? Doesn't seem fair. Everyone makes their way in, but something unexpected happens. Nothing. Nothing happens. Something almost all happening here, so nothing is probably not the great sign. Oh cool, now everyone is looking at you. So you know, do something. Should I pick someone to tell a story, or could we play charades? Well, we actually were thinking, why don't you tell us a story? Wraith points his spine and skull staff thingamajig at you. You duck out of the way. Who knows what that thing can do? Probably shoots lasers. Try not to bore us. We're just very interested in you. Don't speak for me, Huntress. Now you can't tell if you're warm from the fire or if it's your nerves heating up. I know that the fire is right here, but maybe if we stop talking about it all the time, we can start pretending that it's not here and doesn't, threaten to burn us alive. He's not supposed to hear me. Get out of here, Wraith. Jasper was about to make an important decision about telling a story or not. I guess I'll tell a story. Sure. I'm game to tell a story. I hope it's a mystery. Okay. So what type of story do you want to tell? Romance, adventure, action. Let's do adventure. Alright. You like your Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson movies? How about some adventures? Off. Now we're talking. It's not my favorite, but I respect your choice with a nod politely. You don't have to say that. Wraith, just nod politely. Okay, ready, here it goes. I really like to go fishing. Solid hobby, great foundation for a story for sure. You pause. Everyone is waiting with bated breath, no pun intended. No, you were kidding. No, I was just kidding. So what type of story do you want to tell? We'll do romance then. I love a good romance. The soft, gentle kind that can bring your kids to without worrying that you're going to really screw them up. Boo. In case you were confused, that was not like I'm a ghost boo, that's just you suck boo. There once was a newly elected prime minister in England. He was single, which was quite strange for a leader of his high stature. Over a few months of his tenure, he started to fall for one of his assistants, a girl from the wrong side of the tracks. She was so different from the other girls, brash and adorable, with a hint of vulgarity. After the President of the United States made a move on her during once on her visits, he had her sent away. I'm sorry, did you just steal this from a popular Christmas movie? You watch Christmas movies? Obviously, they're the only thing on TV in December. I have all of the streaming subscriptions, but I really love flipping through channels. I want to know what happens to the Prime Minister. Do they end up together and start a family? If it doesn't end in revenge, I'm leaving. When do people get tortured in the warehouse? Why is his face so adorable right here? Oh my god. It's not that kind of movie. Oh. That didn't go well. Never plagiarize a masterpiece. Okay, that was not a very good story. I didn't mean to insult you, but it was actually quite bad. Sorry, but this narrator keeps it real. We can't just end it there. So who else would you like to hear a story from tonight? You look from killer to killer, trying to decide who might be the most entertaining. Huntress! Huntress, you seem roaring to go. Let's hear from you. Sure thing. My neck of the woods isn't wanting for horrifying mythologies. Mother once told me a story of a young man who was traveling back home from the war. Which war? Doesn't matter. I just wanted some backstory details to paint a picture. I'll paint you a picture if you want. The man was lost and running out of food rations. He stopped to rest for the night underneath a majestic birch tree. That's when he saw the woman, naked, skin glistening in the twilight glow. Hot, I'm invested. They sang a haunting melody as they made their way downhill towards the inviting lake. Enchanted by the music, the young man followed the parade of beautiful women until they stopped in a clearing next to the water. They turned to him and smiled. One woman with long red hair stepped forward and reached for his hand. The others began to play music. Flutes, lutes, tambourines, the melody was intoxicating. The man's feet began to move underneath him. He was dancing, moved by the magical music of these mysterious women. Twilight darkened into the night, and the man grew weary. But when he tried to still his moving feet, he found that he could not. "Help! I cannot stop dancing," he cried to the nearest woman, a slender woman with green hair. She drew near him, and he saw her features distort into something horrific. She was bloated, an eye hanging from her one socket, skin color of algae. Alaska? I don't know. Her true self. "You'll never stop dancing," she screeched to him. "My sisters and I were drowned in this lake by men of your regiment. Consider this your punishment." The man cried out, "But it wasn't me." "Someone must pay," the Rashaka said, her voice filled with briny malice. And so the man danced and danced until his bones broke and his heart gave out, the dance of death. Silent beat as everyone takes in the Marabek ending, but it's not all bad. Are also fertility goddess. If a lady had stumbled across them, she would have been blessed with a fruitful womb and probably some candy for the road. Damn, does she really think that's a happy ending? I want what Huntress is having. How was story time? A lot of people like to take poke shots at sequels, but I think every good story deserves a follow-up. When you think it's the end, the sequel is almost never as rewarding as the original. That's why I'm much more fan of the episodic style of storytelling. Knowing it's a series takes a lot of pressure off in any individual installment and builds a greater sense of community between audiences and creator. Whew. Tell me, Jasper, if you could delete any sequel from existence, what would it be? Don't answer that. We don't actually care. We're just here to make sure that we seamlessly move on to the next segment of our evening. God forbid my small talk get in the way of romantic Twilight moment. Dwight, I'm gonna need you to shut up your trap. Oh my god. You know that we need to get back to that thing we do when we ever not on screen. Okay, we have fun tonight. You have fun tonight and try not to wink wink end up dead. Why did you say the words wink wink out loud? And what kind of trouble in Deerin are you getting at with the end up dead thing? Dwight is physically incapable of winking, not since the incident, and you do know that all of these people are criminals. I'm not even gonna say the word. With the double-digit kill counts, right? Well, except for the spirit. She doesn't really belong here. She's strictly a victim, not the perpetrator. No wonder she's pissed. Did I hear somebody trash talking spirit? Deal me in. What do you say we take this talk to the hot tub so I can soak in this bod while I roast that ghost with some killer hot takes? Please, enough of talk of burns. Things that are lit or getting blazed. It's enough that these activities have to be set near literal fire. Must it be surrounded by figurative flames as well? What if we turned and ran as far away from this place as we could, just you and me? On those spindly legs, you'd probably be tired before we got too far. If it's running away to someplace more secluded, Jasper is after. They should obviously join me. Have you seen these legs? Pure power. Not that my walk speed really reflects my giant stature, but that's because I choose to move slowly for stealthy reasons. It's my own choice, and it's completely logical. Why is everyone so obsessed with comparing themselves to each other and creating drama? I'm so over that all the time. Don't you get it? Society wants you to trick you into fighting with each other so that the corporations can swoop in and sell you fake solutions to all your fabricated problems. I'll be sitting here in the shade and drinking something locally sourced, while thumbing through a public domain novel printed on recycled paper because I refuse to play their game anymore. It's like she actively is trying to make trying to be as unappealing as possible, does it really turn anyone else on, or is it just me? Despite Trapper's insatiable appetite, it seems his attention, along with the attention of everyone else, is still on you for the moment. If you could, I don't know, just pick one of us to maybe we could all move on with our lives, or, you know, some special project we have might going on. You heard him. Who will it be? Who will you head off with for the evening activity? I'm just saying, you may not get a ton of chances to date around like this before your time on Murder Island comes to a close. And no, I'm not satisfied with that name either, but with this streaming reality TV dating show boom happening, it's pretty much all that wasn't taken. Which killer will you pick? And yes, we're back to excluding Trickster because ugh, that guy. Huntress! Huntress? You know, I had the feeling you'd pick me. You have good taste, and I don't just say that because I'm considering eating you. Oh, I'd be happy if you ate me. Don't worry. Huntress licks her lips as she eyes you up and down. You've never felt like a literal piece of me this much in your life before. What has gotten into you? Let's go over to the bar. I'm going to make you into something special. Oh no, she literally gonna eat me. You and Huntress whisk yourselves away to the bar, and when you arrive, you find an arrangement of arts and crafts supplies? And are those taxidermy tools? Cool. Are you freaking out? I'm not freaking out. You wonder what's going through the Huntress's head. Though she's bubbly and enthusiastic, you're always terrified she might snap. Something on your mind? She smiles. Drink this. What is that? Oh, it's a skeleton thing. Huntress hands you a seemingly normal tropical cocktail. If one were to drug you into some sort of state in which could be operated on, these flavors would certainly hide the poison. You look around and consider what else there is to live for besides becoming Huntress's little toy. An inclusion is bombs away. Same. You pound the drink and it's quite nice. I've been thinking about making you a present. A mask. Would you be into that? Yes, of course. I've always admired yours. What would you like? Rabbit mask, anglerfish, fluffy. Rabbit mask. A rabbit mask. One just like yours, please. Well, that's not very creative, is it? Huntress is annoyed, but then her face lights up. Oh wait, is this brilliant? We can use this as a tactical advantage. Like there's two of us. We can attack from both sides. Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking. Well, I know what I'm going to be working on tonight, all alone, in my skimpy pajamas. Huntress winks at you. Should we just, get out of here? This deserves a celebration. Okay. These drinks are making me pretty sleepy. Should we just, get out of here? Maybe go get directly onto your bed? No, that's not how tonight goes. I mean, it's not how it's supposed to go. Not yet, at least. Ha, you kooky kids. Soon. Oh no. Huntress, you've got a lot of hobbies. Why don't you share something with us that you're passionate about? Something less deadly than throwing axes or chasing survivors, maybe. Just a thought. Making more masks? Oh wait, making matching gloves? No, you little joker. I'm thinking of different type of making. Making your victims die fast, medium, or slow deaths, depending on the mood we're in. In another round, to be careful, what's your wish for Murder's Island? I need your help, doing something in a different place entirely? You read my mind. Meet you there. I'm talking about my colony. You know, mushrooms? I've picked a lot of them, and I'm very familiar with ones make for great soup bases, and which ones make super dead. I'll show you 2 mushrooms. You point out the one that's safe to eat. Okay, that sounds easy enough. This is gonna be a trick question, so I'm gonna say this. Correct! It's called the Black Trumpet, and boopity boo boo, it's delish. Next up, this one is very easy. I'm sure you'll nail it. Point at the one that won't result in an instant death if you eat it. Correct. Hey, that's the chantarella. It sounds fancy and it tastes fancy too. Just like a certain someone I know. I bet. Nom nom nom. Final question. Which will make you jump for joy and which will make you vomit until you die? This one. Correct. That's the green cracking rushelon. Sure, it might look moldy, but I guess you shouldn't judge a mushroom by its gross green cap. Not everything is exactly as it appears at first glance. That was fun, right? I like flexing a little more than just my biceps for you. Alright, let's see here. Tabulating your answers and perfect score. That knowledge is gonna come in handy if we're stranded here on this island for much longer. Huntress claps her hands giddily. I appreciate you spending time with me tonight. I know the other killers are all very alluring in their own way. It means a lot that you'd spend time with me with forest bumpkins such as yourself. A forest bumpkin like yourself. They are, aren't they? I mean, I was sort of forced to. You're no bumpkin. You're no bumpkin. You're a strong, independent woman. Don't demean yourself. Huntress leaps at you, knife to your throat. I'll demean myself if I want to. She's angry, but also turned on. That's pretty hot. We're here. Claudette and Dwight are gathering around together on the beach, typical. Exactly what the voice said. I'm telling you, and I'm being honest, that you're the only one who can hear me. Yeah, right. I totally am the only one. The gang's all together again on a volleyball court. Seems like only yesterday you were sitting here on the sidelines watching everyone get sweaty. That's because it was. Oi, feel like I've been here a lot longer than that, actually. It's so late that the sun is already beginning to rise. Better get this over quickly so I mean, you can get some beauty rest. I do not recommend the internal damnation of perpetual narration-dom. Good thing you've really used your time well since then. Really getting to know the gang, the brain, the mogul, the basket case, the psychotic bunny girl. You know, the 4 types of people. Anyway, everyone is gathered on the volleyball court for a new type of game. Pitch your dream date and see who Jasper chooses. I think I'm gonna end it here though, before we do any of this. So, thank you for watching, and I will see you in another video. Bye!